No. Yeah, I just crashed my drone, and it was really avoidable. But I did a couple mistakes that I know at least some of you are doing. And I want to help you so that never happens to you. So the first thing that I messed up on was I was trying to get that perfect shot. I overlooked everything. So I was in a bad location and I didn't have great signal. So it was a perfect day to fly, but I was in the wrong environment. And I know I've done this a lot, and I'm guessing that you've probably done this too. When you're so focused to fly and you just want to go out there and get that one shot. But I know for me, I should have taken a step back and realized where I should have flown. I could have flown in somewhere like this, like a park that's open and it has a lot more room to fly. There's no obstructions and it just looks better. So if you're trying to fly in a city like this, you're not going to get the best range because there's buildings and metal and everything blocking your signal. And of course, I thought of this, but I threw it to the back of my mind because I just want to fly and get that good shot. So if I was to be flying in the city right now, the first thing that I'd do is plan out my location. So I'm standing in a park right here, but if I wanted to fly in the city, I'd find somewhere that's pretty open, maybe a parking lot or on top of a parking garage. But that will give you the best range if you're more out in the open and not surrounded by a ton of buildings or anything in the way. So mistake number 2, I know all of you have done this. Low battery, let me just get this one last shot. Oh crap. Well, I did exactly that, but what happened is I had a low battery, I was losing signal, and with mistake number 3 creeping up, I could have seen this crash coming. Because sometimes your drone might know best, and if you just want to get that one last shot, just think about it and if it's really worth it, and if it's worth all that risk. So combined with mistake 1, I was starting to go downhill pretty fast. I lost signal and my battery was almost fully gone. So now I'm starting to freak out because I don't know what to do. Now mistake number 3 was the icing on the cake. I forgot to look over my drone and do a pre-flight check. When I say this word, I know exactly what goes through your head. Pre-flight checks. Who wants to do that? They're just boring. Why do they even matter? Pre-flight checks are actually pretty easy and something that you should do regularly. Just when you're powering up your drone, just look at your propellers or look over your drone, just super simple. But every once in a while, maybe do a more thorough inspection and clean off your drone and make sure that it's working correctly. The issue that I had with my drone is that it wasn't functioning fully. I had a couple cracked propellers from a power line that I hit before. Yeah, I know, a power line. A drone pilot's worst nightmare. But that's exactly what happened. I didn't check over my drone after I crashed. So that led to crash number 2. Now, if I knew these things before, it could have saved my drone and I would have had a lot less of a headache. Now, luckily, I did find my drone, but it was a lot later, battery was dead, and somehow it was on top of a parking garage. And I'm still surprised that I got it back. So let this be a lesson to you. Don't be like me and overlook all of these simple things because they can lead up to a disaster. Well, I'm Zane Shaw, and keep flying.